welcome back to the White Belt Toolbox. This is final episode, episode 8, on relaxing. So you'll hear this term a lot in your jiu-jitsu career on the fact that you need to relax, chill, whatever. It's going to take you years to understand what that actually means. If you've listened to any of the other episodes prior to this one, jiu-jitsu is not scary. It is incredibly fun. It is incredibly safe. When trained correctly, and there's going to be a lot of times where you feel you're in danger but you're not. Fitness isn't as massive a factor as you would be led to believe in jiu-jitsu. By this I mean as long as you are relatively fit, as long as you are an active person and you have a capable body, you can practice jiu-jitsu. It won't feel like that though when you first start sparring. You will get exhausted very fast. Within your first minute you will be gone. Especially you'll feel this if you start to compete. The thing that will change this is your pacing and your understanding of trenches of safety. So if you're on top, you're normally winning, you can choose the pace and you can choose moments to just get control and relax, take a breather. If you're on the bottom, there are going to be positions, especially if you watch the episode on control, where if you can get your elbows in and not let them into your armpits, you can relax at this point. You can feel that I'm not actually in that much danger. They haven't got a minor controller position over me. They're not going to suddenly submit me. If you're not flat, if you're on your side, if your legs are involved, and your arms are in your hips and they're not in your armpits, you're probably safe. Take those moments to relax, to chill, and your fitness will just come. Like you won't need to actually go out and like do crazy cardio workouts. Your understanding of jiu-jitsu will make you fitter in general. The other thing to take into consideration is it's play. It is a dance. It's so fun. So the more you can see jiu-jitsu as play, the easier it will be to actually get better at jiu-jitsu. The more you just want to win every exchange and you force every altercation in a very jagged way, your jiu-jitsu will feel quite stunted and it won't feel smooth. If you can kind of feel it as play, and especially if you have good sparring partners, so definitely try and find those people in the gym that allow you just to be inventive. Jiu-jitsu is a mental game. It is as important mentally as it is physically, if not more mentally. That's why all these episodes have been about the conceptual approach to jiu-jitsu. If you can just like think of these concepts, think of these things that I've already said, and what your coaches have been saying to you, and then think, what do I need to do here? You will be getting better at jiu-jitsu, and it allows you to be more inventive. You think, I wonder if this will work. And especially when you don't have that fear of repercussion from like a very hard roll, have those. You will enjoy those as well if you have the right training partners. There are definite benefits to rolling hard, but there's also definite benefits to just being inquisitive of your jiu-jitsu. If you're serious about this sport and you intend to be here for a long time, it won't matter if you lose a roll here or there if you're being inventive and seeing what works. Rolling is, as much as it feels like a life or death situation when you first start, it's just another tool for learning. It's a more active tool for learning, definitely. It isn't as important who wins or loses. Don't measure yourself against other people in the gym like that, especially if you're both playing. Sure, on the hard rolls, you're always going to have an ego in jiu-jitsu. As much as people say, leave your ego at the door, we don't. Like the simple fact that we want to win means we have an ego always. It's how much you can keep it in check that matters. But there are going to be some roles where your ego doesn't matter. You just want to play and explore your movements. And there are going to be those roles where it does matter and you want to fight to the death with your main training partner and see who's the better one. I can't dictate that. Both are important. and you need to play both to learn how to relax. If everything you ever do is ego driven and about the win, you won't learn to relax. You won't learn to be playful with your jiu-jitsu, and your jiu-jitsu will be stunted because of it. It will take time to learn this principle. It's probably the hardest lesson out of these entire 8. You're going to hear the word relax a lot. It's going to take you a long time to understand what that means. I hope you've enjoyed this series. I hope if you are looking at starting jiu-jitsu, this has been an interesting starting point for you to then learn all the techniques you're about to learn. If you're already in jiu-jitsu, I hope this has made some sense as to what you're already doing and giving you a new perspective on how to learn. Please leave comments. Please go into any of the social media that I'm based on. Talk to me about this. I've always got answers and interesting for a conversation. And thank you for your time. Hope to see you soon.